Everything's Eventual by Stephen King. It's actually a composition of 14 short stories by Stephen King. So I've always gotten tweets and messages and all sorts of social media platforms asking me to talk about my books because people know that I love reading and I love writing as well. I'm a frustrated writer and I've always written ever since I was in high school. And also because I always post about the books that I read, but very briefly, I never get to talk about them. So today, I actually have the privilege to tell you guys about not my top 3 books, but 3 books that I would always look back to whenever people ask me which ones are my favorite. It's really, really hard for me to pick out just 3 books as my top 3. So at least for now, if I scoured through my mini library in my room, these are the top 3 books that I wanted. So let's start off with the oldest one from the bunch, from the 3 that I actually picked out. So this is Everything's Eventual by Stephen King. It's actually a composition of 14 short stories by Stephen King. And I always tell people to read this Stephen King piece or pieces because it will have to be one of the best ones that's from him, and it has haunted me so much until this very day. Like, I still get nightmares about this book, and it's so well written. We all know, anybody who has read a Stephen King novel knows how amazing he is at writing and at making stories that will just pull you so much and give you the worst nightmares ever. And the great thing is, the story of how I got this book was amazing because I got it at the book sale during one of those mga pop-up stores sa UP. I was in first year college and I wrote on it. I'm gonna cover the name of the person. November 10, 2010, Joyce Hart's my ex's name. My God, I'm not even kidding. That's the name of I wrote the name of my ex, my first boyfriend. I was in first year college, so there. That's the book that I love. It's a fiction, and it's 14 Dark Tales, so you gotta read it if you haven't already.